Hello, welcome to this walking tour of P&O Britannia. This video was taken in January 2026 and it was in the port of St Martin. Fully up front, this is going to be probably a little bit of a cathartic rant, which is why I'm talking over this. We were part of a cruise that I've dubbed the cruise that never happened. And this is going to be a walkthrough of each deck with comments and points to consider that we went through in the 2-week cruise that was absolutely shocking. Hopefully I'll make you laugh, and hopefully I'll make you think about whether you actually use this ship based on what you hear. So I hope you enjoy it. Initial impressions of the ship were that it's absolutely massive, and you can see like there's lots of chairs and lots of beds knocking around, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in depth as we get to some of the lower decks. So first impressions when I got onto it were looked alright, looked okay, things sent okay. I'm just about to walk through deck 18. Three or four outside deck areas, and it looks like there's plenty of room, but yeah, keep that in mind for as I go through this. Worth pointing out that it was really cool being in St Martin when you've got all these cruise ships in at the same time. I'm not a massive cruiser, and I'll probably say that quite a lot as we go through this, but there were some big ones in, and the view was quite nice as well. I think there's TUI Explorer, Marella Explorer there, Princess ones, and a couple of Royal Caribbeans as well. I didn't mention this, but this little area's got a little infinity pool as well at the back. Never used it, couldn't get in. That'll be a theme. So yeah. See that little white tent there just below the handrail? Every day at 2 p.m. there's a music quiz from there. Every day at 2 p.m. using the same music. Every day. There'll be probably a few of you noticing that every now and again you'll see my fingers poking down over the top. And I'll apologise. I was supposed to have took my actual real camera for this, and I'd forgot it. And I really wanted to do this based on everything that happened on this cruise, and decided to do it on my phone. So apologies, and you're going to see me rub the lens and stuff because it was quite warm. So sorry if that puts you off, but there's a more important message under this in regards to this cruise ship. So as I'm walking here, I'm going to start the actual, probably the commentary that may add a lot of value. I'm heading towards one of the main reasons we booked this cruise, which is the adults only section, Serenity. That is not very serene. We didn't get to use it much apart from the days that we were in port, because on sea days, and there was quite a lot of sea days on this cruise, you have to get up at the crack of dawn. And I mean like 6 a.m. to get a bed. We tried it to get up at once at 7 a.m. and it was already full. So we didn't really get a chance to use it properly. And as you can see, it's still quite busy on a port day. So if you want to use it, you really need to get up very, very early. I'm going to take this opportunity as well to talk about service. So this ship and the waiters don't really know what they want you to do here. You'll sit and you'll wait for somebody to come and serve you, and no one will turn up. So you'll go to the bar to get served, and you'll go told to go and sit down, and then you go and sit down, and then no one continues to come pick your order up. You'll go back, and then you'll be told to queue. It's very, very, very confusing. It completely depends on the day what they want you to do to get served, and I'm going to be honest, it's really frustrating. So yeah, just bear that in mind as well. Service was not what I expected it to be on this boat. They genuinely at times do not know what they want you to do for you to actually place an order for a drink, which you need in 30 plus degree heat. But don't worry, got some positives coming up in a minute. Yay! Probably worth me saying this music is out there. This is my second attempt at this video because I got a copyright strike for the first one. Anyway, what I have piped up is in that corridor, there's some toilets, and if you go down there, there's a water station for you to fill your bottle up. On TUI, water stations tend to be at the end of every corridor. Very different on Britannia. There's only 6 across the entire ship, and 3 of them are often broken. I use the ones on deck 5, which is near reception, but there was one down there, and that's what prompted me to say that.
将心捆绑在一起，维护着所谓的真理，在20做的梦，我想努力实现，贯穿着理想现实主义，有新的画面，努力去证明自己价值，并不断沉淀。短暂的漂泊只是暂时，也不能疲倦。
Okay, so on to what I think is probably my first positive about this in 12 minutes. And it's the gym. The gym is awesome. I was really impressed with the gym. Like, there's loads of equipment, lots of weights, and the weights are decent weights as well. Like, they go up to quite a high level. I think it was like 34 kilo dumbbells. I use the gym a lot, and often when I go on trips, you're often greeted by a hotel gym, which doesn't really amount to much, but I was really impressed with this, and I did use it a couple of times and really enjoyed using it as well. The equipment's really good. If you're up for using the gym while you're on holiday, you'd be really happy with this.
绿的生活，执着的像是拿破仑滑铁卢去重新铸造我的王国。
Yeah, this music choice was inspired, wasn't it? Jeez. So this is the main mule? This is the main pool deck. So as I've said before, this is a port day. So there's some free beds, but on sea days, you haven't got a chance in getting anything around here. In the 2 weeks we were out here, we didn't get the chance to use this at all. Didn't even come close to using it. Just not a chance. I'd spoke to a few people, and to be fair, I saw this firsthand. People were having to use 2 chairs to create a bed because there just weren't any at all. Oh, by the way, those burgers, they're broiled. Ate way too. Oh God. So yeah, just be aware of that. It doesn't seem like the boat has enough lounges for the people they're putting on it. So just be aware of that. I'm stalking this guy with towels. God, this is awkward.
Sounds of the sea. With you right by my side, it's such a sweet life. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me.
don't worry, I'm not trying to break into anybody's cabin here. It looks really weird, doesn't it? Because at the end of this is another positive. Look at this. It's a library. I used to read loads on holiday, and I kind of got out of it. I thought, oh, I'm gonna read a few books, and I walked in it. Normally it's like a couple of bookshelves, but this is a proper library. And they do book swaps as well, which is really cool. And I'm just heading up here into what's called the crow's nest. And I found out later that I think you needed a suite to get access to this, but I snuck in twice and didn't get thrown out. So, and it's really, really nice. It's really quiet, and it's away from everybody. And if you're like me, and sometimes you just need to be away from the loud, glary people, or sometimes you just don't like people, you need some space. It's a really cool place to come. And it's bloody lovely. Apologies again for the fingers on the lens. It was really misty. It was like mega humid. So, yeah, sorry about that. Reason why I'm piping up again... these are a couple of suites that you can't get in if you've got a normal room, and I was just nosying. I had a bit of a nose, but yeah, you need a suite to get into those. But the reason why I'm piping up is when you go down here, you've got their speciality restaurant, Epicurean. You're going to see it in a minute, and it's another tale of terrible service. It's just coming up on the right. Went for something to eat, and being honest, I wasn't very well on this particular night, and we only did 2 courses. I couldn't do the dessert. But when we're ordering drinks, I don't drink. I haven't drunk in 4 years. And when I asked for a cranberry juice, the waiter laughed at me. And then my partner, who ordered some red wine, she got that drink after the main course, and they were asking us for desserts. Unbelievably shocking. Ooh, broiled burgers on the right. I ate way too many as well because the options on this boat are terrible. So you'll just see on the right, that's a coffee shop next to the pool. But that's one of those water stations that I've just walked past. That's what you need to look out for. Anyway, I'm piping up for this bit because this one's going to be a bit of a long one. This is Horizon. This is their main buffet. And when you first get here, you'll have something to eat and you'll compliment them on the quality of the food. You'll think it's really, really nice. But as the days go on, you're going to get to a point where you're like, the choice is really, really poor. They do a carvery every lunch and every dinner. And I'm not lying. It's a carvery every lunch and every dinner. And then what accompanies that is basic curries or other kind of like fish and chips. But they'll still cycle it. So depending on what they've done, they might have 2 nights of curries. The desserts are not really good either. But the worst part about it is the drinks. So the waiters are supposed to come and ask you if you want a drink. They never, ever do. They never come up to you. They never ask you. If you want a drink, you have to bring your own in. And if you don't, the only option in here is water. And also, on a morning for breakfast, the coffee is absolutely awful. Now, I know this is a neggy video, but this has been, without doubt, the worst 2 weeks on a holiday I've ever had. And it's cathartic. So you're with me. You strap in, you're in this with me. I also found hairs in my food. Anyway, I'm going to have to talk quick for this bit. So they told us they were going to cordon this off between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. I'm checking my watch. They've already cordoned it off at 3:10. So what they decided to do is, on one of the worst experiences for people on a cruise, is to cordon off and refuse access to the main outside social area. And they even refused to serve people. I was absolutely fuming. But what you need to understand is, this was probably my favourite area. It was quite quiet majority of the time, and at night you could come out, and I'm a bit of a stargazer, and you could look up, and the coverage in the night sky was absolutely brilliant. So we were getting set up for the day, and they were basically like, nope, no access. And then for the people inside, and we were already inside, they were saying, yeah, you need to go away because people have paid for this. It just felt like a really silly decision.
You're trying to work, I'm a bird.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a funny one. This is the live lounge. When I was filming this, I kind of wander in, and there's a group of people practicing for choir, and they do a show for us later that day. But as I'm walking in here, you can see people like start turning around, thinking, "Who's this bald guy? What's he filming?" And it just made me laugh. Just made me chuckle.
Maybe I should make the move. I guess I don't have much to lose. If we were face to face, would you be the first to break? Though I did see a blade on your chain, so maybe I'll wait. I'm in hell, hoping to sort it out. So love me, like actors on a stage.
So again, like, credit where credit's due. I really like the ambiance of this Indian restaurant, Sindhu, I think it's called. The lighting's cool. It just looks really cool. We didn't actually have any meals in here, but we used it on the last day while we were waiting for coaches, and I really like the look of it. But to be honest, I felt like that about the entire ship. The look of the ship was great. It's just everything else that just lets it down, man.
You read your last lines. Does it say goodbye? Can someone write in a beautiful lie?
Hey guys, do you fancy booking some professional photos doing to commemorate the cruise that never happened? Nah, I'm all right, mate. Thanks. Oh, hey guys, do you wanna book another cruise? Nah, mate. Nah, I'm good. I'm good after this. So this is one of two coffee shops. This one's on deck 7, and then you've got another one that's on deck 5 near reception. And the coffees are really good. It's Costa coffee. It's included in the non-alcoholic drinks package, which is what we had. And they're really, really good. The only downside was the staff didn't know how to make lattes. That's not me being neggy. It's not. Someone actually told us there were new staff and they didn't know how to make lattes, so they were pretty crap. I also heard they broke 8 machines as well. I was listening to the engineer on the last day, telling their staff all about it. So this is Headliners. I tried the handler, I think. Yeah, it's locked. Didn't use this apart from the last day to wait for getting picked up by the coaches. Didn't really see a show. Not really that bothered. Just not for me. On just actually sitting in the theatre though, Constellation and Voyager were both better, done to a higher standard. This didn't feel very good, to be honest. Felt quite grubby. And then this is the Crystal Lounge. Again, never really used this. We popped by it in the evening a few times, and the only things that were happening in here were bingo, music quizzes, again, and karaoke, all of which just isn't me. Wasn't something I was that bothered about taking part in. Nice room, just yeah. So I'm coming up to one of the final restaurants here. I think it's a tapas restaurant. It's called Glass House, and it's another example of getting terrible service. I went in there, wanted a drink, was told to sit down. Didn't get served, so after about 10 or 15 minutes, I stood up to walk to the bar and got told off and told, go sit down. Beaut that, innit? Absolutely beaut service. So that was the Peninsula restaurant on deck 6, and that's one or two restaurants as the Meridian on deck 5. Used them a couple of times. We even went to Peninsula for New Year's Eve. Food's okay. What you tend to find is you go in and it's a similar revolving door of food that what you tend to find in the buffet. And you'll sit there and not really be that inspired into having anything, and then you make your choice, and then whatever you have is done to a good standard. So yeah, it's kind of okay. Shops are all right. We didn't buy anything from them. It was all right to look around. Choices were okay, I was told, with bags and stuff like that. What was good, which you'll see me walk past in a minute, is the aftershave section. Bought a few bits from there, and the discounts were really good. That's Pandora's. Yeah, the discounts were amazing. Got a fairly good deal on a Tom Ford bottle of Tom Ford, which is one of my favourites. And then in a minute, we're about to go through Brody's. It's just a typical pub. I mean, it plays football and stuff. It looks and feels like a pub, to be fair. I'm not a footballing guy, but if you want to watch the games and stuff, they've always got them on, so that's all right. There's also a casino as well in here if you want a bit of a dabble. There's a little casino too.
Like a boom in your arms, I call home. Do you know when it call love? When to become one, and I felt like a boom in your arms, I call home. It feels like paradise when your hands are in mine. It feels like paradise when I drown into your eyes. Like it feels like paradise when your hands are in mine. It feels like paradise when I drown into your eyes. Like a paradise. Do you know when it call love? When to become one? And I felt like a boom in your arms, I call home. Do you know when it call love? When to become one? And I felt.
I really like that chandelier. I've got to be honest, like the atrium was really cool. It's done really, really well. But I really do like that chandelier.
When your hands are in mine. feels like paradise when I drown into your eyes. Like it feels like paradise when your hands are in mine. It feels like paradise when I drown into your eyes. Like a paradise.
So this is their Oriental restaurant. It's right at the back of the ship. You've got to kind of go to 7, go to the back, drop down the stairs, and that's where you find it. Tried to use it once, was turned away. You needed to be part of like the sitting menu, of which we weren't, to get access to it. So if you're not on part of that, you won't get into it. So yeah, a bit of a shame.
I'll still think about it.
Okay, you can take my.
Okay, final deck, final monologue on this. That was the Meridian. So deck 5, in deck 5, you walk through here, you've got a bar there, which is really nice, and they've got some seating around the back of the corner, and there's also a coffee shop on the other side. We spent loads of time in that coffee shop. Some of the staff are nice in that coffee shop. The service problems are still the same. You'll be sat there waiting for a drink and no one will come over. You go and stand up and go to the bar, and then they'll tell you to sit down. It's the service is bad. And then you go through there, you've got the live lounge, which is like one of their murder mystery restaurant things, and then you've got reception and then the spa. This has been a negative video. I don't really do these. I did it because this is cathartic. This has been, without a doubt, the worst holiday I've ever been on. I'm not a cruiser. This is the 3rd cruise I've done. I did one with TUI, enjoyed it. Did one with Celebrity, enjoyed it. We decided to do this because we wanted to see Aruba on New Year's Eve. This has just been about the layout. There's plenty more to talk about with this cruise. It has been horrendous. I mean, there's plenty more I can talk about. If anybody wants to know, just let me know. I mean, a brief synopsis was, we get told that we can't go into Aruba because of weather. We find out that's a lie. The engines had actually broke on the ship. Not only had they broke on the ship, they broke 3 weeks prior to it, and they just kind of put people on the ship anyway. We also heard the ship broke in September and October. Customer service was awful around this. People getting turfed out off the boat because they had no space for them. The captain and communication, absolutely awful. Like, no information coming down at all to let us know what was happening. It's just been really poor, really poor from start to finish, and that's not even mentioning helicopter rescues that we observed, which happened twice. It was basically a 14-night cruise, 5 nights of which were spent at sea travelling because the engines were bust, 5 nights in Barbados while they tried to fix the boat, and then every port that we wanted to go to was cancelled. We ended up with really 3 islands: Curacao, Martinique, and a day in St Martin, and it pissed it down. So yeah, it is really not been good. I've got a lot of detail I'm happy to share if anybody wants to, and if you enjoy this and you want me to share a bit more about it, I'm really happy to do so. But yeah, as I said, I'm not a cruiser. We wanted to do the Norwegian fjords. I think I need 10 years to get over this to forget it. It's not something I'm in a rush to do. I'll never ever use P&O again. And the funny thing is, I spoke to long-time users of P&O, including on this ship, and they've all said never ever again. They did say that in the last 12 months they've seen the service dramatically drop off. So yeah, that's kind of a bit of a brief really in regards to what this cruise was. I know there's a lot of people talking about it, and trust me, you didn't want to be on board for it. It's been absolutely awful. Anyway, let me know if you want to know any more. Other than that, have a good one.